Welcome to Insiders, B2B intelligence for those serious about surf parks.
For example, one of the big issues has always been the amount of free chlorine that needs to remain in the water. And for surf pools, that's a challenge because when you make waves, the chlorine evaporates really quickly. So to maintain swimming pool levels of chlorine in a wave lagoon means you have to put a significant amount of chlorine in there. So can we bring down the amount of chlorine that's required but still maintain water quality? And I think we're doing that now, and the new model aquatic health code, we hope, is going in that direction. So that will be good news.
Yeah, very good. Dennis, this is sort of space that you're very familiar with your work.
I agree with Sean that I was originally one of the technical committee chairmen for the Model Aquatic Health Code, and everyone's recognized that we need to be able to identify this. We've also seen the Pool and Hot Tub Association that works on the ANSI standards. That's also doing a parallel committee to get into surf parks, surf pools, to establish what are the health and safety concerns. How do we address these different than a swim lagoon, different than a public swimming pool, and how do we go about it? We also have to get in on these early stages that it really becomes a sustainability issue as well. When we take a look at water quality and know that water quality is normally broken down into three components. It's broken down into the circulation of the water, it's broken down into the filtration of the water, and then it's broken down into the chemical treatment where we're trying to chemically remove pollutants from the water itself. And so achieving a balance of that in a wave pool is a lot different than a swimming pool, as Sean mentioned before. And so right now we're looking at technologies that would allow us to operate with less chlorine, but still know that we're bacteria, microbiologically free, and that we can maintain water quality to the level that we're expecting. We know early surf parks were using much like a standard body of water, that it's going to be like a natural body of water and water quality. And as we go from our surf enthusiasts that are about the wave, but getting into more of the general population, we find there's a higher demand for quality and the expectation for safety and healthfulness in this entire facility. So that's something that rather than the filtration and the chemical systems being secondary to the waves, it's really coming in so that it's on par, that this is also going to make the experience. And therefore, we really have to give quite a bit of time and consideration to get into this engineering and see what's going to work.
Yeah, no, it's a critical piece of the work, isn't it? And I can see, like, related and on the sort of sustainability issue, with obviously like energy consumption and powering these facilities is a big factor. Paul, from a sort of wave technology point of view, what are some of those early power or energy usage questions that are really central?
Much like the question around water, I think what we're really talking about is the footprint that these assets are going to have. And power is, of course, equally as important. It's a huge focus of ours, as I know it is for everybody. And I think equally, I mean, we touched on the sort of the maturation of the space. I think not just because of the regulatory hurdles, there is a very sort of organic, grassroots, strong demand on the client side for technology that minimizes the overall footprint.